All right, so Algebra 1B, final exam review package. Let's do the Chapter 3 question, -2/15 on to x minus 5. Now, the reason we put this up there is because people still have problems clearing a equation when you have to find the lowest common multiple. In this case, we have fractions. It's an equation. We have variables on both sides, x here and x over here. We have parentheses over here, and it looks kind of complicated. With the subtraction and the negative symbol there, it looks kind of complicated. Your life can become very easy if you use the lowest common multiple method, which I call the bowling ball method, to roll it on through and knock out the denominators. If you find the right size number, you'll knock these denominators out, and you'll be able to get a simple equation. Okay? So the question is, what size number do we take? Do we take 30 would be good. We could take 60. Why are we picking 60 or 30? Because each of these numbers goes into it evenly. Okay? What other number could I pick? Could I pick 6?
No.
Why not?
Because 6 doesn't go into 5 and 15.
Because 15 doesn't go into 6.
Yes.
Okay? It's the bottoms that have to go into that number for it to work. That's the point. The only number, the lowest number that all of these, the 5, 6, and 15, will go into evenly is 30. But not 15, because 6 won't go into 15. You get it? Yeah, you guys are pretty good at that. Now here's the technique. Sometimes people are still messing up with this. Whatever you do, you have to do it to each and every term involved. If we're going to multiply by 30, then we have to do it in each place. Of course, this is only one thing, right? Because this x minus 5 is multiplied by that, so this is really only one big expression, one big term. For now, until we distribute that. So we multiply 30 times this, 1x over 5, 30 times -5, 6, and 30 times -2/15 times x minus 5. And here's how it works. 30 divided by 5 is equal to what? Exactly. And that's the magic of this. Because 5 goes into 30 evenly, that gets eliminated, 6 over 1. Then this 6 times 1x, we put right here, and I do it right away because that way you get to do the whole motion all at once. What about here? 6 goes into 30 how many times? 5 times. And we do the whole motion here. Don't forget that's a negative sign there, -5 times 5. And this equals, now what goes 15 into 30 how many times? Twice. And we go ahead and write -2 times 2, all onto x minus 5. All right? Are we okay with that, folks? Did everybody see that?
Yes.
Just like that, you straighten this problem out and the fractions are gone. There are no fractions if there are no denominators. And it's a very straightforward method. I like to do this because I'd rather not work with fractions, and I don't know anybody who really does like to work with them. So just learn this method and you can clear them right away. It's called the bowling ball method. Now we go ahead and solve this equation. 6x minus 25 equals, now I'm going to simplify this before I actually distribute it. 6x minus 25 equals...
Is it going to be a dozen?
Nope, I don't think so, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. These are going to get, these are the rainbows because we're distributing here, minus 4x plus 20. All right, now we've got, here's another thing. When we have an equation with 6x over here and -4x over here, what would be better? There's different ways to do it. But what would be the best place to gather up all our x's? Anybody know? On the left side, because 6x is bigger than -4x, right? So we can easily just add 4x here. And that's right. 10x minus 25 equals 20. Now what's next?
Plus 25.
That's right. Some of you have already got the answer. We get 10x equals 45. And we divide by 10 on both sides, and we get x equals 45 over 10. There's different ways to write that, or you can write that as 4 5/10, which is 4 1/2. I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to just put 4 1/2. Or 4.5. So no matter what we do, that works. Okay? Any questions? Number 2, the sum of 2 consecutive odd integers is 76. What are the integers? Now the reason this is up there is because you have to know, we didn't do a lot of word problems this semester, but we are going to deal with consecutive integer problems. So the trick to this is, anybody know how we set our variables up?
No.
How do we set our variables up, guys? 2 consecutive odd integers is 76. What are the integers? So what do we call the first integer? We don't know what it is. Algebra is the science or the study of the unknown. We call it x. X marks the spot. We don't know what's there. It's unknown. If we call one integer x and the next one is odd, what will it be? Will be x plus what?
3.
No.
1.
Think about it. Here, just take a real number. Take 15, okay? It's odd. And that's the first one. What's the next odd integer? 17. Now think back to the general statement. If we call it x, what's the next one? What's after
Y.
17? No. 19. How many did you add to get to 19?
2.
2. How many do you have to add to get the next odd integer? To 21. 19 and 21 is 2 again. 21 to 23. How many do you have to add? 2. So x plus 2. Exactly. That's how it works. So,
makes sense.
right. The sum of 2 consecutive odd integers is 76. What are the integers? Let the first integer, or let one integer, okay, be x, then the other integer, then the other integer will be x plus 2. Now that's the key step right there, because now we can take those two elements, x and x plus 2, and add them. The sum of 2 consecutive odd integers is 76. Now, how do we write that sentence in algebraic terms? What do we write? The sum of 2, we know what the 2 consecutive odd integers is. That's one of them and that's the other. So how do we write that? What's the sum? Well, sum is times or adding or subtraction or what? Adding. So we take x plus 2, right? And we add them, and what is it equal to?
2x plus 2.
No. But what does it say it's equal to here? The sum of 2 consecutive odd integers is what?
76.
There you go. So you see how I'm translating that? Because is the same as equals, and sum is the plus sign. Does that make sense? And these are the consecutive odd integers. Okay? Now we do what Kaio said, and he's got it. I mean, he's right. You're going to add those together. You're going to get 2x plus 2 equals 76. We just subtract 2. Everybody knows how to do this. 2x equals 74. And divide by 2. X equals what? 37. Now, what do we do to answer this question? Well, what did this question ask us in the first place?
What are consecutive integers?
It said, what are the integers? So, well, we just found, well, that one integer would be x. Well, we just found that x equals 37. So, our answer is?
37 and 39.
Yes. Integers are 37 and 39.
How do you get 39 again?
Because there are consecutive odd integers. And, yeah, consecutive means one after the other.